Okay, everybody, here we go. When I got banded in February 2008, I was at an all-time high of 256 pounds, and since my surgery, I've lost a total of 40 pounds, and I've gone from a 3X down to a large, and I am really, really pleased about that. My scale doesn't move very much, but the inches have dropped off. So if you've been banded or thinking about getting banded, you want to keep that in mind. If the scale is not moving, you may want to check your clothes, because that's the next big indicator. And I'm telling you, I melted when it came to the inches. Again, like I told you, being banded, the big deal is the feels. And I've had 3 feels. I'm excited about getting my band tightened in about a week or so. And usually when you get a feel, you gotta wait, Sometimes you can tell right away what your restriction is going to be like, but usually it pops up about a week later. And usually about a week later you can tell what you can get down, what you can't. Each feel, each time is different. And one feel you may be able to tolerate eggs, the next feel you can't eat eggs, it won't go down. Some people say that they can't get down, steak. I can get down steak. I can get down just about anything, The only thing I do have a problem eating is tilapia. Now, I love tilapia. I love tilapia fish, and I'll grill it on the George Foreman grill, and then and if anybody knows anything about tilapia is super thin fish. But when I eat it, for some reason, it just gags me up, and I'm throwing it up, and I don't quite understand it, but I can generally, bread is some work. Only because once you start chewing and chewing and chewing, and the saliva mix, it's just like dough. And to try to get that through the band is kind of difficult. As you know, the band, it only restricts solids. You can drink, sugary drinks. You can get down milkshakes. You can get down anything that'll slip right through the band. I generally don't eat a lot of that stuff. Lately, I've been kind of on one because I've been a little worked up over the fact that my band doesn't have a lot of restriction, and I've kind of been eating some things that I normally don't eat. But again, that's okay. I'm enjoying it because in another week I'm gonna get a feel. I'm at 1.5 now. I'll probably have them fill my band at 2.4. That should give me some pretty good restriction. Now, people think, okay, well, why do you go to Mexico for your feels? Now, let me share this with you. I go to Mexico, number one, because it's closer to Las Vegas. I can fly into San Diego. The plane fare, round trips, usually about $100. Get to San Diego and get picked up from the Obesity Control Center. They pick you up and take you in, TJ, go in, get your feel, unfeel, whatever you're there for. And then I come back home. I can usually do that in a day's journey. I usually get up early in the morning on a Saturday, fly in, do my feel, hop a plane, come back, and still have the rest of the Saturday to kind of get some of the things done I need to get done. There is a field center here in Las Vegas called Fields of America, and you can go there and get your feels, but they are really expensive. I think the first initial visit is $500. It's $165 for the initial visit, and then $165 for the feel. Now, if you want barium and fluoroscopy, which means you drink the barium and then they look it up. They can see you on the monitors what is going on with your band. That's another additional $165. So minus the $165 for the initial visit, you're talking $300 something to get a feel. And I wasn't feeling that. And then whenever I go to Mexico, they do the barium and the fluoroscopy, and I always want them to be able to access my port by watching it up on the screen. And I'll share this with you. I had a friend that got banded, and she used to get her port filled. They would, access the port with the needle, but they were missing and jabbing and missing, and ended up puncturing her tubing that went into her band, and she had a leak. So one reason why I'm not going to the field center here is because my understanding, the guy can't afford the barium and doesn't do the fluoroscopy, and so he does it once a month, or he's accessing the port blindsided, which means he's palpitating and feeling, and then he's sticking the band, sticking the port at that point. And I'm just not really taking a risk like that. So I'd rather hop a plane, you know, do a turnaround trip and go and get it done right. So that's why I haven't used the field center here. There are field centers in every state, from my understanding, where if you've gone to Mexico or you got banned in another state and you moved to another state and you really don't have the accessibility to your surgeon, you can go to the fields here in, you know, or here in the city or over there in the city where you live at, and you can, you know, get your band filled without having to go back to Mexico if that's where you got banded at. But I'm not real comfortable with that right now, only because I'm not sure about the guy's technique. From my understanding, he's a regular physician that they've trained to do the fields, and that's the long and short of it. I'm still comfortable with going over to Mexico. Now, I don't know how much longer that's going to last, because when I have moments where my restriction is not good, keep in mind, I've got to book a plane flight into San Diego, and then I got to go to Mexico. It just becomes a lot to deal with. So I'm thinking closer to the end of the year, I'll probably stop going to Mexico for my fields. But overall, although my weight loss has been slow to me, I have melted. I really have melted, people. I mean, my inches have come off. I'm retaining a little water now because I have been able to eat, and so I'm going to have to get past this shortly. And as I post some more videos, you kind of see me. I'll be kind of melting a little bit more, and maybe so much the water retention in my face will probably go down. But there you have it. Please be patient with me. I am still trying to get upload some pictures. I'm still new at this, and I've been trying to figure everything out, so I'm going to get it together. And when I do, y'all going to see some fabulous pictures, and it'll be well worth it. But I would like to ask for you to post some comments. Nobody's posting any comments. I don't have the cooties, so I want you to post some comments. I really need to hear what you're thinking, and if you have any questions, you can post, and give me a chance to answer them. But life with the lap band so far has been wonderful. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, about 5 or 6 months. Life has been pretty good with the lap band. 40 pounds, I think that's pretty good. And just try to pace myself. I'll be going into my year mark, and usually they say sometimes after a year with the lap band you should have lost all your weight. But I think that's contingent upon your age, the kind of medication you're taking, if you have pre-existing conditions, and your metabolism. So those of you that are banded or thinking about getting banded, don't measure yourself by anybody else. I know it's hard, but you really have to stay true to your band and stay true to yourself. So there you have it. We'll be posting more videos and hopefully some pictures real soon. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.